you home already? It feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Come here and give me a hug. Yeah, I know. It's only been a few hours since I last saw you, but it's been hours since I've seen you. I've got lonely and bored. On an unrelated note, don't look in the kitchen, because there's definitely not a castle on our table. It's made out of all cups in our apartment, and if it was, it definitely wouldn't be incense from the ceiling. So close to success, but doomed to be forever be a failure. Yeah, don't worry, I'll clean up the hypothetical cup castle tomorrow. I promise. I didn't use any of the glass ones, so even if they fall, it'll be fine. Now, can you please get over here and hug me? I want a hug. Please. Pretty please. Please. Oh, but I don't want to shut up. Can't you just lean down? Just for a second? I promise it'll be quick. Hey, you don't need to pinch my cheek like that. I'm not a lawyer. I promise it'll just be a quick hug. No more than 20 seconds. 3 seconds. That's nowhere near enough. I need 15 seconds at least. At the very minimum. Final offer. 10 seconds. But I'll let you go change into more comfortable clothes before I trap you with my cuddles. Hell yeah, I'm the ultimate negotiator. Now come here and give me my hug. Alright, 10 seconds is on the clock. 1, 2, 3, no. You gotta hug me tighter, love. Tighter. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, now we gotta start over. Nope, gotta start over. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 3, Mississippi. 4, Mississippi. 5, Mississippi. 6, Mississippi. 7, Mississippi. 8, Mississippi. 9, Mississippi. 9.5, Mississippi. 9 3/4, Mississippi. 9 and fine. 10. There. Now you can go change. But then it's cuddles and kisses time. Okay? Because you look like you could use some nice sweet affection to relax. And I'm always happy to provide. There you are. I was starting to get worried you'd fallen asleep without me. Now come over here. I want to snuggle up with you until we both fall asleep on the couch, all tangled together. This will undoubtedly happen, since you know, I cuddle like a sloth on a tree. There we go. That's it. Just get under the blanket with me. I'm gonna wrap my arm around you so I can pull you closer, okay? New shirt. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm still wearing your shirt. Shall we? I know I sort of asked, but I was just missing you. And it was kind of getting cold in here. Since I've been running my laundry all day, I haven't had any of my own warmer shirts to put on. So I just grabbed one of your flannels. I swear that I meant to put it back once I got everything off. But it just smells so like you, and it's so warm, and I feel so happy wearing it. So I just kept it on. I told myself I'd also hand it back up before you got back. But well, we both see how that went. Oh, do you know? You find it cute, huh? Well, I'm glad to hear that you find me so adorable. I am, after all, the most adorable person you know. And even cuter when I wear your clothes. That almost sounds like an invitation to wear them more often. If I'm hearing you right. Dare I get my hopes up? That's the tricky deal you're offering me. I suppose I accept so long as I can steal your clothes. And you can steal mine too. Should we seal this deal with a kiss? I think I haven't had enough kisses from you. Love, my love. How about we make another deal? For every kiss you give me, I'll give you one right back. How does that sound? Perfect. I'm glad we found such a happy compromise. Would you like to go first? Or should I? There we are. You look much more relaxed now. I take it that some affection from your favourite person ever is helping you relax. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Why don't you lay your head on my chest and I'll play with your hair until you fall asleep.